Hey, what's up YouTube, I'm Gaming CA here, and today I have my top 10 video games 2012, or my top 10 video games ever. At the end I'll do a quick little recommendations, buyer's guide kind of thing. You know, if you're looking to get an Vita, I would highly recommend you get one now because they have like a $300 bundle going on with like the 3G Wi-Fi version of Vita, which is like $300 already, and then they give you a $50, well actually, with the memory card and the game, it's like $115 value, and it's like PlayStation Plus for a year, which is good for PS3 to also. And right now they have like Uncharted on there, Gravity Rush, a bunch of games on sale. I think Final Fantasy for free. Crazy. 4 gig memory card, and Unit 13, which is also one of my favorites. So let's get into the top 10. I'll do a quick recommendation at the end, and I've done this like this is the third time because I've been doing this way too long. So here we go. Number 10, Gravity Rush. Now, the reason this is at number 10 before I continue talking about it is because I have yet to play this game. I really just have not had time to play it because I have other games that I need to finish on the Vita. But yeah, I heard it was really good. I played the demo, it was awesome, and it was super fun. And it's really all I could say about it. I got it for Christmas. Just haven't had a chance to play it, you know, so hopefully I'll get a chance soon, and then I will keep you posted, maybe do a review on this. I keep saying I'm going to do Vita game reviews, but I don't. I really need to. Next, we have a downloadable title. It is $7.99. I checked last recording of this. I should lower this. I don't know why it's so loud. And it is called Puddle. Now, I'm not going to do like gameplay or anything, but basically what it is you use the back touchscreen to maneuver liquid through a course, and you just get it to the end, and you have to have like a certain amount of liquid left at the end, and it changes from oil to, you know, coffee to water, and each liquid has like different properties and stuff like that. So it's really a really interesting game, and I really recommend you check this one out. I wish they had a demo. Actually, I think they do have a demo, so definitely check out the demo, and then pick this up, use the back touchscreen, like I said, to control it, and it's just a really cool game. Like, they add like fire, so you have to like go through things quickly and kind of like time your jumps, I guess you could say, but overall it's a really cool game, and I highly recommend that. Next, Wipeout 2048. Now this is a really cool futuristic racer kind of game. Amazing graphics, beautiful game, you know, beautiful stages and everything like that. Courses, tracks, whatever you want to call it. But you know, it looks great on the Vita. One thing is, loading times are a little bit lengthy, maybe 40 seconds to a minute, I would say. Some people said more than a minute, but I've yet to experience you know, minute plus loading time. But either way, it's a really cool game. You know, fast-paced racing. You got really, you know, high speeds, but you know, it's a really cool game, and I definitely recommend you check this out. I think there's a demo. Maybe not. I don't know, but you know, they have weapons and stuff like that, and it's almost like a Mario Kart kind of thing, but with more like less kiddish, cartoonish, whatever you want to call it. But it's a really cool game, and definitely recommend you check that out. Number 7, I think this is Smart As. It's a brain training game. Not much else to say about it other than that. I wish they added something like Big Brain Academy, where it's like you have like a test almost or whatever, and you get like a grade, kind of, because I really like that about Big Brain Academy, because this is kind of just like practice mini games and see like if you can get good scores, and then a daily challenge. So, you know, they could have added a little more, I think, but there is still a lot of content here, and I definitely recommend you check this out. If you want like that kind of just like, you know, compete with your friends kind of thing, because if friends have Vita, it's way better, because have a Vita, it's way better, because, you know, you could check on the leaderboards and compete and stuff like that. So that's definitely one I would recommend more if you have friends that have Vitas and are willing to get the game. Next we have Mortal Kombat. Now this is a really amazing port of an amazing game, and honestly, other than the fact that the graphics are not as good on the Vita, I would, definitely say that the Vita version is superior, because they add all the DLC characters, which is like 6 or 7 characters, with Freddy Krueger, Kratos, Rain, I think it is, and a few others. You can see them on the front here. There's a few of them. I think there's like 1 or 2 more that aren't on the front, other than the Kratos, you can see his eye up there. But it's a really Really amazing, amazing port. Highly recommend this considering it's like 20 bucks now. And there's so much content. Like, this is just ridiculous amounts of a ridiculous amount of content. I mean, the campaign alone, or not campaign, story mode will take you maybe 6 to 8 hours, depending on the difficulty. I've gotten stuck on the Xbox version, kind of, but so that's that. And then on top of the fact you have 2 challenge towers, which is absurd because one challenge tower was crazy enough because it was like 200 challenges, and I'm on like 100 maybe on Xbox, and I've played that game for a good amount of hours. And on here, there's another challenge tower that might be like 100 more challenges, and that one's even better because, you know, you have your touchscreen mini games and things like that, which are really, really well done and really, really, really fun. Amazing game. Highly recommend this, and it's easily the best fighter on the Vita. Even though I've never played any other fighter, I could safely say that this was probably your best bet if you want a good fighter. Amazing game, highly recommend. Definitely check that out. Next, Need for Speed Most Wanted. Now, before I say anything about this game, I have one complaint, and it's kind of multiple complaints, and it's also things that I like about the game. I just hope they make more Need for Speed games for the Vita, like the older ones, or not the older ones, but like the other style ones, like Need for Speed Carbon, which I have for the PSP, which is one of my favorite PSP games. I like this style of racing games where you start off with a really shitty car and you upgrade it and you upgrade it and you add, you know, decals and custom paint and things like that and bodywork, and you make it like your own car, and it's a really cool thing. And then as soon as, like, you know, it's a good car, you get enough money to buy another car that's even better, and it's like, you know, a cool car, like a cool Mustang or, you know, some other thing like that. And then by the end of the game you could afford like one like supercar kind of thing. So it's like, I like that style, but at the same time I like this style where you get to drive, you know, you start off with like a Porsche, and then in the first 5 seconds you find like a Lamborghini and a Maserati or something. So it's really all about just driving around and finding the cars. So, you know, it's a really it's a cool system, and I do like it, but I also don't like how there's basically like no shop. There's no like menu almost. Well, no like main menu. Like you start the game and it's basically just put you in your car, and then you just do like easy drive or whatever it is, and find there's like 5 races per car, and then, you know, you just find another car when you're done, I guess you could say. So it's a cool system, but at the same time I kind of like the old system more. I don't really know. It's hard to say, but either way, it's a great game, and I really did enjoy the few hours I put into this because I just got it recently for Christmas, and yeah. So, number 4, Unit 13. Now, this is my first Vita game along with My Nation Racers, which is not in the top 10 because it's so difficult. I swear that game is easily the hardest game I've played on the Vita. It's like, for some reason, it seems like it would be a much better game if it was not, you know, ridiculously annoying. I've had to do tracks like 6-7 times over just to get like 2nd place or something. So it's just, you know, and it's such a cool game. You can make your own car and your own like little My Nation racer. It's just like, I wish it was easier. But either way, Unit 13. Basically, it's just 45, as it says, right? Take on 45 diverse missions alone or with a friend in 2-player co-op. 45 missions, you basically just go in and do the mission, and they're maybe a few minutes long, and probably more than a few minutes long. And that's that, and that's really the game, and it's just so enjoyable for some reason, because it's kind of just like a hop-on and play style. You know, you do a mission, you could just go, you know, if you have 5 minutes of spare time, you could just do a quick mission, and then, or, you know, just pause the game and then continue it later. You don't have to worry about following a story or anything like that, which is something that people were complaining about, but I kind of like that element of it, because I think that's what they were intending on doing, is kind of just making a not fast-paced, but like a, I don't know the word, but like, just like a hop-on and play kind of thing. So I kind of like that, and yeah, I wish they did add like a multiplayer though, even though they had the co-op, like an actual multiplayer. That would have been really cool, and yeah, overall it's, you know, one of my favorite Vita games, and I was so impressed with it when I first got it, just because it was like my first Vita game, but overall it's a really enjoyable game, and you know, I'd recommend it if you're looking for a good shooter. Almost picked up number 2. We got number 3 on the Vita. It is a downloadable title, and I think it's like $15 or so, and then The DLCs are like $1 each or something. There's a few DLCs for it, and that is Sound Shapes. And I'll start this up. This is a really, really unique game. It's a platformer. Basically, you're a little blob, and you go around and collect like music note kind of. I would consider them music notes, but they're like just little like circles, and then they start and make a song. And there's different obstacles. You basically avoid red. There's like the color you want to avoid, and there's different. There's sometimes like red on the floor, or there's like red enemies and stuff like that. So it's a really simple concept, but it's just so enjoyable. And oh, they actually have a music shop. Didn't notice that. That must be a new thing, because I think it just updated actually. Maybe not. I don't know. But basically, there's like a few different albums. Hold on, let me just actually get out of the music shop. It has to load. You can see loading music shop. There we go. PlayStation Store. Okay, that's pretty cool. They have yeah. Here the DLCs are 99 cents each. They have the 8-bit sound pack. The drum kit sound pack and the acoustic sound pack, and I think the 8-bit one is like music, kind of like different like courses, if you want to call it that, to play. But either way, like the campaign mode, there's like 4 songs I think it is per album, and there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, including the tutorial, 6 albums. So it doesn't seem like that much, but what makes it a good game, you can see all the albums here. One's made by deadmau5 too, which is one of the coolest ones. It's like a dark feel, but like, I don't know, it's pretty cool. But really what, in my opinion, makes this game is the level editor. And you can see quickly my level here. I'm just let it load. And I spent like hours, just working on this level, kind of messing around with different beats and stuff like that. And it's just such a cool game. It's such a unique game. For 15 bucks, it's a must-have, honestly, for any Vita owner. Do this quickly here. You basically, if you could hear my song, at least, oh, I didn't mean to do that, okay. This is actually the first, like, stage of my level, but, you can see it kind of just going across. And then basically what I would do is, I'm like that little blob in that corner, I'm stuck to the purple block. I would collect these little, like, dots up here, and it makes a song. And you can kind of hear it. And that's just like the start of the song. So it's a really, really cool, whatever you want to call it. But really just a really unique game, and I highly recommend you check that out if you're looking for just kind of like a different game, something unique and fun to mess around with. Next, this somehow is not #1, but it isn't. It's just an amazing game, amazing graphics, amazing gameplay, amazing story. Well, I thought the story was pretty cool. And I think some fans of the PS3 series, I think you probably already know what I'm talking about, were slightly disappointed. But I definitely was not. I mean, just amazing game. Uncharted, Golden Abyss. What else is there to say about this? I mean, it's just, I started playing it during the blackout when we had no power after Hurricane Sandy, and I had no power for like a week or something. It helped me get through that, because every night, as soon as it got dark, I would take out my Vita and play this until I would go to sleep, and then I would just wake up and get like 5 blankets on me, because it was like 55 degrees in the house, we had no heat, obviously, and just play this until my mom went to work. She would bring it with her, charge it, come back, and I would repeat the cycle. And then, of course, my dad works from home, so I couldn't have him bring it, or he actually, that wouldn't really, never mind, it doesn't matter. But yeah, so really just a phenomenal game. I mean, it's just, I'm working on my second playthrough right now. I just started it earlier today, and it's just such an enjoyable game. I mean, it's a must-have. There's no doubt about it that you need this game. It is not an option to not own this game. I don't care if you don't like shooters. It's such a great game, and it's so cool, and just the graphics are beautiful for a handheld. It's like, just, oh my god, it's just so enjoyable. And honestly, it's like a 9 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10. I don't even know, but it's just, oh man, it is a fantastic game, and I really, really hope they make another one, because they made their card game, which I'm not buying because it's like just not. Sorry about that. I don't know if that cut off what I was saying, but amazing game. Battery died on the camera, but must have. And now for the #1 spot. I don't know how this is the #1 because it's just, but it's just, this game is like so much fun to me, and it's really, Rayman Origins. Now, this game really doesn't have much of a story, in my opinion. I can't really find much of a story in it, but it's just, I mean, on the back here, 60 plus levels of platforming madness, and they are completely right by saying that. Platforming madness, it's just, it's crazy, it's weird, it's colorful, it's bright, and it's just such an enjoyable game, and I really can't say enough about it, and I really, really hope you take the chance and get this game, because it's not really a chance, because it's like a, it's so much fun, and I was watching some other Vita top 10s, and I really didn't see this one on there, and I don't know how, because it's like, unless people missed it, I mean, for some reason, this one really just clicked with me, and I really, really recommend this. I mean, Uncharted and this really kind of are tied. They both, you know, I mean, these are definitely, like, some of the most fun games I've played in a while. Or not, well, like, if I had to make, like, a top 10 games of 2011, these two probably both would have been on there, along with, like, Borderlands and some other stuff, but, I really didn't get too many games in 2012, I mean, I think I said 11. I didn't get, like, that many new games. I got Halo 4, Black Ops 2, Borderlands 2, Darksiders 2, is it here to choose? All the Vita games, of course. I don't know if you consider The Walking Dead like a 2012 game, but I just picked that up recently, and holy shit, that's whoa, I'm not even going to start talking about that. But either way, Rayman Origins, awesome. Now, quick little recommendations guide here. If you're looking into getting a Vita, like I said earlier in the video, they have like a little bundle going on right now. Definitely get that if you want. If you're willing to spend the extra $50, it's definitely worth it. Even if you don't want the 3G version. Actually, I don't know if you can get the 3G version without 3G. I think you can. That would be kind of annoying if they made you pay for 3G. But either way, a quick little thing here. 2 must-haves, obviously, or 3, including Sound Shapes, would be these 2, Uncharted, Rayman, and Sound Shapes. Really would be my 3 must-have games for any Vita owner. If you want like your 3 first games, those would be it. Now, Gravity Rush, I could almost safely recommend. It's just that I haven't played it and I can't give my own opinion on it. But going off other people's opinions, it has a pretty good reputation. So, I mean, do your own research, but I would say, you know, pick this one up. Now, if you're looking for a fighting game, obviously Mortal Kombat is your guy. This is another one I would definitely recommend you pick up shortly after you get your Vita, along with maybe Unit 13. These 2 I would recommend. Maybe like your you know, a little bit after you get your Vita, definitely try those out. And if you're looking for like weird games, if you want to try something different, of course, you know, Smart As and Touch My Calamari, which is not on the top 10, but this is really just a strange game. It's really weird. It almost creeped me out at first because it was just so strange, but it's really, really cool, and it's really fun. It's really addicting, and it's just, but it's so weird. It's so weird. So that's that. And then you know, if you want racing, I would say these are your best bet. I mean, it's more what style of racing games you like. If you like the fun, you know, with the weapons and stuff like that, of course Wipeout would be your choice. But if you want more of like a street racer kind of thing, of course Need for Speed. So that's really it. I mean, I would say definitely these 2 and Sound Shapes would be definitely, you know, by far, in my opinion, the best on the Vita. And obviously I would recommend you get those first. And then, you know, if you're looking for some other games, you know, Unit 13, Mortal Kombat are safe bets, in my opinion. I mean, you know, there's some of, I mean, I probably should have put Mortal Kombat a little bit higher. I don't know. But also Gravity Rush, I mean, even though I haven't played it, I could almost safely recommend it. But I mean, my other 3 games that I didn't show you yet would be Mod Nation Racers and Resistance and Little Deviants. Little Deviants I honestly did not enjoy. I really didn't play that much of it either. This was just too damn hard, and this was just, it got a little repetitive. But you know, that's that. But either way, guys, it's getting lengthy, and I really didn't want it to be, so I apologize for that. But that's pretty much it. I really do recommend you pick up Rayman and Uncharted, though, no matter what anyone else says. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this lengthy video. Sorry, but yeah. So I have my little collection. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.